Welcome back, students. Today in this video class I am going to start the rest of the topic of importance of air. In the last video I have explained you two important uses of air, that is respiration and burning. Okay, so respiration and photosynthesis. So both of these processes are interrelated. If there is no respiration, carbon dioxide will not produce, and if plants will not get carbon dioxide, they will not be able to produce oxygen during photosynthesis, which are important for all the living animals and human beings. Okay, so these are the two processes that we have discussed in the last video class. In today's video class I will explain you the burning and combustion. What is burning? When anything catches fire, it's called burning, and burning produces some heat and light. Okay, and the substance that catches fire are called combustible substances. So so burning or combustion is a chemical change in which substance combines with oxygen to release energy. Which type of energy it releases? It releases energy in the form of heat and light. Suppose anything with that, when you light a candle, what you get? It gives light. Side by side, the flame of the candle, when you touch, you feel, bring your finger near to the flame, you will feel hotness. So that means when something burns, it gives light and heat both. So burning or combustion is a chemical process in which anything combines with oxygen to produce heat and light. Now, next is what are fuels? Fuels are the substances that gives us useful energy when they burn in the presence of air. What are fuels? Fuels are the substances that give heat and light, give useful heat. You can write useful, that we use it, heat and light, when combines with or in presence of obviously oxygen, because oxygen helps in combustion, but oxygen itself does not burns, or is a supporter of oxygen, is a supporter of combustion, but itself it does not burns. Okay, now uses of fuel. We use fuel for so many purposes. Suppose we use fuel for cooking. Uses of fuel. First use of fuel is for cooking. Second uses of is running vehicles also. It is also used in industries also. Fuel is also used in generating electricity. Okay, so that means we can see the fuels are having so many useful uses. But side by side, by burning of fuel, it also creates some problem to us. That is, when fuel burns, they give out carbon dioxide and other harmful gases which are not good for our atmosphere. They causes air pollution. So when we use these fuels, we should use them in judicial way, so that it does not produce much pollution to our environment. Okay, so what are the types of fuels generally we use? First fuel that we use, that is the petroleum products. The petroleum products. Petroleum products. What are petroleum products? First one is kerosene. Second, LPG gas. Generally we use it for our cooking purposes at our home. Then petrol. Okay, and diesel is there. All this diesel, etc., we use it. Kerosene we use to light some hurricanes or lamps. It is also in villages they use kerosene stoves to cook food. LPG gas we use at our home for cooking. Petrol and diesel, generally we use them to run vehicles. So these petroleum products we get from the petroleum by a process that is called fractional distillation. Okay, now the fuel are many uses you can see here. Next is the essential nutrients. Some of the essential nutrients, one more is there, petroleum product, that is called the CNG. CNG, it is called compressed natural gas. CNG is called compressed natural gas. It is a smokeless gas. It is it is eco-friendly also. It does not, LPG and CNG does not create much pollution to our air. So they are very important to us. But side by side, as you know, these petroleum products that we are getting from petroleum or the crude oil that we get from our earth crust is in limited quantities, because they are non-renewable sources of energy. The time will come after some year, then we will not be having this petroleum. So it is very important to use in very economically and judicially, so that our future generation can use it for long time, as these petroleum products takes millions of years to form. That you will study in your next classes. Okay, so we should use it very judicially. And also it produces a pollution, so then for that reason we should try not to use much of this, but we cannot go without these fuels. Okay, after the combustion, burning and combustion, the next point in this chapter is the important nutrients, about the important nutrients that we are getting from the atmosphere. Important or essential nutrients. Okay, important or essential nutrients. So first of all, the important nutrient that we need, that is called nitrogen. It is very important because nitrogen helps to synthesize protein to form into amino acid which helps in our mainly growth. It helps in our growth. It also forms the building block of protein, enzymes, which and other cellular constituents which are essential in the form of in our life. And protein makes our skin and hairs and help in carrying out various processes in our body, such as digestion. Also helps in digestion, in our growth, and repair our worn out tissues. Okay, plants also need this protein for their synthesis. How for their growth? Nitrogen is important constituent for chlorophyll. It is also used in chlorophyll, and we have learned in the chlorophyll in class. In biology we'll study how it is important. However, the vast majority of organisms cannot utilize this nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. We cannot take this nitrogen from the atmosphere directly. We get nitrogen generally from plants products, mainly pulses when we eat, or any seed type foods like peas. We get lots of nitrogen from them. Why? Because this atmospheric nitrogen, free nitrogen, is converted into some soluble nitrates with the help of some organisms and bacteria, and they fixes to the soil. That is called nitrogen fixation. It's called nitrogen fixation. Okay, nitrogen fixation. For this, the bacteria that in our online class also I have explained you how this nitrogen fixation is done with the help of bacteria. That is called rhizobium bacteria. They lives in the root nodules of the leguminous plants, and they take oxygen, nitrogen from the air and mix it to the soil, and from soil plants absorb through their roots, and in return these plants give rhizobium some food that they prepare during photosynthesis, and they live together and have a mutual relationship, and that type of relationship is called okay. So nitrogen fixation is another is called symbiotic relationship. Okay. Other organism also takes carbon nitrogen from the air. That is earthworm. I told you they are from their moist skin. They take atmospheric nitrogen, and from the excretory products they make the soil fertile, nitrogenous soil, and plants take those nitrogen from the soil. Okay. So these are the ways, some of the ways by which nitrogen is fixed to the soil, and from the soil plants takes, and from plants products we get the nitrogenous products. Okay. So this is a very important component of the air, which gives us so many important nutrients that we need, both plants and animals. Okay students, in this video this much I will explain. So this is about all the importance of air and the 4 points: photosynthesis, respiration, burning, combustion, and essential nutrients. These are the importance of air and atmosphere. Okay, hope you have understand and enjoyed this video class. Thank you very much. Goodbye.